So there's this new conflict brewing, right, at the intersection of e-commerce and artificial intelligence. And honestly, it's a battle that could fundamentally change how we shop, how we search, basically how we interact with the internet. What we're seeing are two major forces colliding. The massive platforms we use every single day, and these brand new intelligent agents we're just now learning how to use.
And look, this is way bigger than just one tech giant squabbling with a startup. This is the first real clash in a global struggle over who's going to control the next chapter of the web. Is it going to be the platforms that have run the show for years, or will it be the intelligent agents that we command?
All right, to really get what's at stake here, we've got to talk about the technology that's powering all of this. We've all played around with chatbots, right? But this is something completely different. We're talking about AI that doesn't just talk, it actually does things. Yeah, so stop thinking of this as just another search engine. It's way more like having your own personal digital secretary. See, unlike a simple chatbot, these agentic AIs can remember what you're trying to do, they can interact with complicated websites, and they can follow multi-step plans. These are systems designed to take real action, booking your flights, negotiating prices, and this is the important part, buying products for you. Okay, so let's break down how this actually works in the real world with Perplexity's agent, which they call Comment. You can literally just tell it, hey, find and buy me the best pair of noise-canceling headphones under $200. And from that simple command, the agent just goes. It navigates different websites, compares all the options, and can even go through the entire checkout process all by itself. No more clicks from you. And it's that very power, the ability to buy stuff on its own, that made the world's biggest online store finally draw a line in the sand. This is the moment that this quiet little tech Cold War suddenly got very, very hot. So what did Amazon do? Well, they moved fast and they hit hard. A lawsuit. The goal? To shut down Perplexity's agentic shopping feature, period. In their view, this isn't just someone accessing their site in a new way. They see it as a fundamental threat to their entire ecosystem. Okay, so the whole legal fight really boils down to two totally different ways of looking at this. Amazon is basically saying Perplexity is trying to trick them, making its AI look like a person to sneak around their security rules and mess with people's accounts. But Perplexity is firing right back, saying, whoa, hold on. Our agent is just a tool. It's doing what the user told it to do. How is that any different from a person using their own mouse and keyboard to get something done? And Perplexity, well, they are not backing down. They're coming out swinging with quotes like this one. They're trying to paint this as a bigger ideological fight. They're framing Amazon as this giant monopolistic gatekeeper that's trying to crush innovation and take away consumer choice, all just to protect its own ad business. And this right here gets us to the absolute core of the issue. Because let's be real, this lawsuit isn't really about a piece of code or a browser feature. It's about who gets to own the most valuable real estate on the entire internet. You, the customer. For Amazon, the threat here is frankly huge. It hits them on multiple fronts. First, if an AI agent can just find you the best product and ignore all those sponsored listings at the top, billions in ad revenue could just, poof, disappear. Second, Amazon loses its iron grip on all that precious user data that powers its recommendation engine. And third, a powerful AI from the outside directly competes with and undermines Amazon's own plans for AI. When you boil it all down, it's about one thing: control. For decades, Amazon has painstakingly built and controlled every single step of your shopping journey. An external AI agent completely shatters that control. It carves out a brand new, independent highway from the moment you want something to the moment you buy it. But here's the thing. This fight isn't just happening in a bubble. It's part of a much bigger chess game. Because while Amazon is busy building walls, its biggest competitor is doing the exact opposite. So Amazon's strategy? It's classic Amazon, really. They're building what you could call a content fortress. They want to control exactly how any AI interacts with their platform, and they're insisting that everything has to run through their own approved systems. Anything from the outside is seen as a threat that needs to be blocked. And then you've got Walmart doing the complete opposite. Instead of a fortress, they're building a bridge. Instead of fighting this new technology, they're running towards it with open arms. They don't see it as a threat. They see it as a massive opportunity to catch up to the market leader. Walmart is playing offense here. They've teamed up with OpenAI. to plug shopping directly into ChatGPT. They are literally welcoming the exact same technology that Amazon is suing over. It's a huge, calculated bet. They're hoping they can become the go-to retailer for this new world of AI-driven shopping and finally close that e-commerce gap with Amazon. So what you've got are two of the biggest names in retail making two completely opposite bets on where the future is headed. And how this clash of strategies plays out is going to have massive ripple effects for every single one of us who shops online. And believe me, this isn't just some nerdy tech story. The way this conflict gets resolved, whether it's in the courts, through new regulations, or just in the free market, is going to set the rules for how online commerce works for the next decade, at least. So what does that future look like? Well, we're probably going to see new rules for AI agents, maybe platform-approved APIs they have to use, and definitely new demands for transparency. But the really big shift, it's that product data becomes the new gold. Why? Because the most valuable thing isn't just the ad an AI can skip. It's how easily that AI can understand your product. The brands that make their data easy for machines to read, they're going to win. Being data agile is the new name of the game. And all of this leaves us, you and me, with a really fundamental question we'll all have to answer soon. As these AI agents get smarter and more capable, who are you going to trust to spend your money? The giant retail platform that owns the store, or the personal AI that, in theory, works only for you? The winner of that debate is going to shape the internet for a long, long time.